A good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us for the UBC News tonight, the 8 o'clock edition with me, Wadulo, Mark Arnold, and Dorothy Namuyomba on sign language. It's going to be a 30 minutes long bulletin, so do sit tight. And without further ado, let's get straight into the bulletin. Chira Municipality residents are set to benefit from a 5-year Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area Uganda development program worth 286 billion shillings for infrastructure development. Now, this announcement was made by the Minister of Kampala and Metropolitan Affairs, Hajati Misa Kabanda, during a stakeholders meeting with municipal leaders. More details in the story.
The government has unveiled plans to build and develop infrastructure in Chira Municipality and Wakiso District at a cost of 286 billion shillings. This initiative aims to improve the road network, drainage system and markets.
This is your project, this is your baby. As politicians, we should all have this project and we should understand it and explain it to our nigga. Because for them, they don't know what is taking place. Even if you don't support government, but support this project, because it's your project, it's our project, it's our baby. Everybody should love the project. Because people are going to ask you, come 2026, yes, you're a councillor, what have you done for us?
Notable roads to be constructed include Kunguchanja, Bulindo Najera, and the Kamuli Bethany Nalia Main Road, which will be a dual carriageway. The program, funded by the World Bank through the Office of the President, also includes the development of Namugongo Market along Kampala Jinja Highway to boost economic growth. During the stakeholder engagement at Chira municipal offices, Minister Kabanda announced that construction of these access roads will start this month, with the contracts already awarded.
The Kinabe municipality is a beneficiary of many roads in this program. And I'm informed that the first phase will see the construction of Kongo, Chanja Road, Mogo Road, and Bishop Superior Road. That is the first phase. The program will spend 185 billion Uganda shillings on Chira municipality, and we will all look forward to the launch of the program. And just upon supervision, you supervise. My request is, as politicians, close to the people, we expect you to do the following. Embrace the program, like I'm saying it now, unless you have embraced the program. Sensitize the people about this program. Be ISO to supervise the program. Faith, amongst all the female politicians, to take a call. Kubala technical people. The technical people. You always frustrate our programs. Technical people, let them do their work, but eyes on.
Deputy Mayor of Chira Municipality, Rashida Nanyonga Musoke, stated that these developments will help reduce traffic congestion in the area and revamp the dilapidated road network. I'm Ivan Juko for UBC.
The International Telecommunication Union has warned Uganda against corruption and delays in projects funded by the Global Telecommunication Body. The director of the Telecommunication Development Bureau, Dr. Cosmas Zavazava, emphasized that the ITU has invested $1.9 million in Uganda's ICT development and expects timely completion of proper use of these funds. Now, he made these remarks at the Uganda ICT Hub in Nakawa, Kampala, while inspecting project updates.
The Director of Telecommunication Development Bureau, Dr. Cosmas Zavazava, while in Uganda recently stated that the ITU has invested $1.9 million in Uganda's ICT development, including improvements in internet access, digital skills, and ICT infrastructure. He urged Uganda to avoid corruption, emphasizing that all project funds will be closely monitored.
I was so pleased, and I think you went way too far by giving us so much details about what we are doing with the money. That we have a team in Geneva which is responsible for monitoring and evaluation, and we do to the last shilling, if I may use that language. We know exactly. And this particular project, I will say it in the presence of PS and also ED.
Dr. Zavazava warned against delays, stating that the project should be completed by December 2024, the set deadline.
We don't want to delay projects. This project is ending in December 2024, and we are concerned.
However, he commended the Ministry of ICT for establishing the ICT hub in Nakawa and other regional ICT centers, pledging continued support for ICT growth in Uganda.
Plans, we have got a lot of initiatives, and as you have seen, during the Global Symposium for Regulators, we launched a broadband mapping, infrastructure mapping project. UCC and the ministry and government and the peoples of Uganda will benefit tremendously from it. We want to promote universal, meaningful, affordable connectivity. Capacity building is a priority since we are here at this institute. We wanted to make sure that the skills, the digital skills, are available.
The permanent secretary of the Ministry of ICT, Amina Zawade, defended the projects, assuring that they are on course with no issues.
Necessarily not had project delays in terms of performance. Yes, the project is going to end in December 2024, and that was the timeline that we have had. However, due to some of the challenges of maybe delays in disbursements of funds, delays in some agreements we have to come up with, that we thought would bring up, some of these delays. But because this has been brought to the attention of the team as they have visited, we are going to make sure that we accelerate the implementation of this project. And
the ITU is a global UN agency overseeing ICT activities, including television and radio broadcasts, with 193 member states, including Uganda. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Kampala.
And furthermore, the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with Moroto District authorities, has launched a 3-day measles vaccination campaign across the district following a measles outbreak declared on June 18th this year. The district has reported 113 cumulative cases and 4 deaths so far. Moroto District Health Officer Dr. James Lemukol described the outbreak as an imported epidemic from Turkana, Kenya. He highlighted the challenge of cross-border movements between Turkana in Kenya and the sub-counties of Rupa and Lotisan in Moroto.
The Ministry of Health declared a measles outbreak in Moroto district on 18th June this year. So far, 113 measles cases and 4 deaths have been registered. Moroto District Health Officer Dr. James Lemukol described the current outbreak as an imported epidemic from Turkana County, Kenya, which has been battling a measles outbreak for a year, particularly in Loima, which borders Moroto district.
Because we are the Turkana communities that came in, but also as a district we have been having a challenge with the low coverage of our vaccination, especially for measles, rubella.
The most affected sub-counties are Lotisan and Rupa.
Although there are cases that have already spread to the municipality, Moroto municipality, and all the rest of the sub-counties are affected.
Dr. Lemukol mentioned that cross-border movement has contributed to the widespread transmission of measles.
Now we have challenges with our cross-border movements. There's a lot of free movement between the Turkana and the neighboring sub-counties of Moroto, that is Rupa and Lotisan. And those are the sub-counties which are hosting the Turkana pastoralists when they come on this side in search of water and pasture for the animals.
He also explained that many affected children are malnourished and have malaria.
Fortunately, also a number of children who are presented with measles have other co-infections like malaria, and others are malnourished. And in fact, most of those that have died were also severely malnourished.
Medics at Moroto Regional Referral Hospital are struggling with limited space. Currently, over 30 children are admitted at the facility, which only has 12 beds. The district has now initiated a 30-day vaccination campaign for children aged 6 months to 5 years.
Mobilize all the doses of vaccines that we need for the target population, and we intend to start the vaccination effective tomorrow. That is through Saturday, Sunday and Monday. We will do the vaccination campaign, a mini campaign for 3 days.
Dr. Lemukol noted that the efforts are also challenged by insecurity in the affected areas. Meanwhile, the districts of Napak and Nablatuk have also registered one measles case each. Charity Marion Imnat and Moriniga, UBC News.
The State Minister for Foreign Affairs, Okello Oryem, has emphasized the importance of strong bilateral ties between Uganda and Rwanda. This was during the 30th Rwandan Liberation Anniversary celebrations hosted by Rwanda's High Commissioner to Uganda, Colonel Joseph Rutabana, at his residence in Kololo.
Rwandans residing in Uganda, along with well-wishers and members of the diplomatic corps, commemorated the 30th anniversary of Rwanda's liberation at an event hosted at the High Commissioner's residence in Kororo. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Okello Oryem, offered his congratulations to the Rwandan people on their achievements and progress towards prosperity. He acknowledged the country's challenging past, but focused on the positive developments Rwanda has made.
Rwanda's economy has remained resilient, adaptable, despite challenging external domestic factors, achieving a high economic growth rate, which development in services sector, industrial sector, and other areas.
He further emphasized the cordial relations between Uganda and Rwanda.
Let all doubters be warned that no amount of misunderstanding or differences between Rwanda and Uganda are lasting and cannot in any form or shape shake our relationship, crack our relationship, or even shift our relationship by a millimeter.
Rwanda's High Commissioner to Uganda, Colonel Joseph Rutabana, spoke of his nation's remarkable journey of renewal and development.
This journey has been long and difficult, but thanks to the able and transformational leadership which chartered a clear and shared vision with inclusive policies and equal opportunities to all, considerable achievements have been made.
Rutabana also provided information to Rwandans living in Uganda about opportunities to participate in their nation's upcoming elections.
Our country will have legislative and presidential elections this month on the 15th, and for the Rwandans in diaspora, this exercise will take place on Sunday the 14th, and will also be carried out in our High Commission here in Kampala.
A parish chief in Rwanda district has refunded 3.5 million shillings that he had stolen from the parish development model beneficiaries. The return of these funds follows interventions by the district resident district commissioner, Eric Sewandigi, who acted on public complaints about siphoning of PDM funds. Details in this report.
A parish priest in Rwanda district has refunded money he had fraudulently deducted from funds of PDM beneficiaries. The Radis indicates that Barazaje collected unauthorized sums from individual beneficiaries, including 600,000 shillings from Katwiga Edward, 300,000 shillings from Akampira Prosi, 1 million shillings from Turiani Juka, and 100,000 shillings from Ndomjenyi. This incident comes amidst a wider effort by Sewandigi to combat corruption within the PDM program.
The routine monitorings of the PDM project in the district, especially now in the Bufundi sub-county, which is at the extreme end, I found out one sub-county chief, parish chief, Bazaraje Theodoro, the parish chief for Kagunga Parish, he had collected money amounting to 3.5 million from different individuals. The one Katwiga Edwards, he had collected from him 600,000. Another one is Ndiomu Jenny, we had got 100,000. Akampurira Prose, 300,000. Tuliamu Juka, 1 million. And others that he had collected 100,000 from them, like Noomu Gabi, Karuhizi, and Perpetua. All this money was recovered. I immediately arrested him and I recovered this money at police. So today, I'm happy that we have refunded all the money given back to the right beneficiaries. There are some other
arrests so far have been prompted by whistleblowers that raised concerns about the deletion of legitimate beneficiaries from the program and the addition of unauthorized names. So Wandiji urged the public in Rwanda to report any further instances of corruption or embezzlement to his office.
Call upon the members of the public not to fear telling us these people collecting money from them, because PDM is a free service. There is no any charge that one must pay to be part. Imagine somebody getting somebody's phone and a national ID, and he withdraw the 1 million and he escaped with it for a long time. So we are reaching out to the communities to know their challenges and committed to clean up this program.
The incident in Kagunga Parish highlights broader concerns regarding the implementation of the PDM program. In Bufundi sub-county, Giso Kawaoze Lauben expressed anxieties about beneficiaries abandoning their projects after receiving funds, making project monitoring difficult.
But I found one village, Kagunga Parish, after I talked to the RDC, I found the beneficiaries. 35 beneficiaries. Those are receiving their money. When I reached in the other villages, before the one village, it is one beneficiary. That's why I told the RDC to pass.
The PDM program, launched in 2020, aims to alleviate poverty at parish level by providing seed funding for community development programs. However, concerns about transparency and accountability have dogged the program since its inception.
The Minister of State for Works, Musa Echweru, has cautioned politicians against politicizing issues related to the ongoing Kuma Bridge refurbishment works. Echweru urged politicians to recognize government's efforts to repair and reinstate the bridge for public use. He was launching the refurbishment works for Kuma Bridge in Chiriandongo district.
And on behalf of the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, on behalf of the people of Uganda, I want to flag off the repair of Kuma River. Amen.
The Minister of State for Works, Musa Echweru, has launched the refurbishment works for Kuma Bridge, expected to last at least 3 months.
Now they are going to start repair of the bridge immediately. We are giving them 3 months to repair this bridge, and the assessment is that by the time they finish, this bridge should be able to withstand the traffic on this road for at least more than 10 to 15 years when we are having a good bridge. The truth is that we wanted to go through the process. So I want to discourage some of my politicians from mixing things that are political with the things that are technical.
Echweru says government is working hard to ensure that the glue route through Kuma Bridge starts operating as soon as possible.
The government of Uganda, working with our partners from Japan under the JICA development arm of Japan, are working on a bridge that is going to be modern, that is going to be properly aligned to the topography of this place, and we are very sure that that should be coming in the next few months or a year. I will also be returning here to do the groundbreaking for that bridge while this one will be working. Across Masindi Port to Apache, that bridge everything is now, even resources have been found for that bridge. We're also going to do a bridge from Adjumani to Laropi on the other side of Moyo. So these three bridges are critical. They will open this part of the country to facilitate trade and to make it easier for our people.
The minister also directed the Uganda National Roads Authority to be vigilant and to scout and fix potholes in the roads to avoid accidents.
From Kiriadongo, from Karuma here, all the way to Nakasongola, I have witnessed the road is still very smooth. The lifespan of the road is still there, but there are some potholes that have developed in the middle of the road, and they pose a big danger.
The Member of Parliament for Kole, Judith Aliek, and Amos Alot, representing Agago, applauded government for responding to the cries of the people who use this bridge.
I'm happy that government has considered Karuma Bridge as an emergency. And being an emergency, it means life should not be lost on this bridge.
Our request is, please let us cooperate, let us be tolerant so that this work should come to the end.
Local leaders who are present expressed their expectations after the refurbishment of the Karuma Bridge.
This is the gateway bridge to the greater northern Uganda. We are so grateful. We thank government for this great work. There should therefore be serious work done according to time.
Chain Railway 7th Group contractors and National Enterprise Corporation are the companies contracted to carry out the refurbishment works.
Our duty is to make sure that we do the quality work as we put it in the contract. We as well expect to do this work within the agreed time frame and observing all the quality levels that have been put into the contract.
Government is expected to spend at least 7 billion shillings on this Karuma Bridge project. Dorcas Kimono and Kenneth Tanaba, UBC News.
The Deputy IGG, Dr. Patricia Achano Kiria, has urged students of Law Development Center to use their skills, honesty, dignity, integrity, and professionalism in their future careers, emphasizing that they are the hope for the country. She was speaking at a professional dinner organized by the LDC for over 1,000 students who are in the final stages of graduation. The event took place at Imperial Royal Hotel here in Kampala.
The Deputy IGG, Dr. Patricia Achan Okiria, has stressed the importance of being ethical, honest and professional, urging the students to uphold dignity and integrity in their careers.
Because when they choose to excel, then they are able to be successful in their career path. So if they are grounded in values and integrity and with excellence, then I encourage them that jobs will basically be looking for them because they are the future of this country. And looking at young people graduating from law school, having completed the bar course, I think they will be able to make a significant difference in this country.
This was at a professional dinner for finalists of the Law Development Center students held at the Imperial Royal Hotel in Kampala. Dr. Kiria emphasized that these values are crucial as they embark on their professional journeys and serve as the hope for Uganda.
Because professionalism is lacking today. Many a times when people have said lawyers are liars, but lawyers who have values and professionalism at work are lawyers who make a difference. They're supposed to be providing solutions to the society. They're supposed to be guiding their clients and not cheating them. They're supposed to be the solution to the various problems we have.
The director of LDC, Dr. Pamela Kaliejira, noted that these events are essential in fostering a sense of professionalism and preparing students for the challenges they will face in their careers.
To join the profession, to hear more about the challenges that they will face within the profession, but also more importantly, to inspire them that there's so much they could do. There are so many avenues for them to serve our country. Law is a very versatile profession, and they could serve in various fields of endeavor within the justice sector, be it as prosecutors, as judicial officers, as in the NGO world, in the academic world. The field is really vast.
Several lecturers and students shared their thoughts and reflections on the dinner, expressing appreciation for the opportunity to come together and celebrate their achievements.
I urge them to keep the networks that they have started on, and harness them as they go into the world, because most times the people we have started with are the ones in future who refer clients to us and really who help us.
She mentioned that our dinner. You will only see jobs look for you rather than not you look for the jobs if you enhance professionalism. And it's in the same spirit that we urge our colleagues and also appeal to them to enhance and always embrace professionalism.
The event was a blend of inspiration, celebration and preparation, underscoring the critical role these future legal professionals will play in the development of Uganda. Sekaja Jamil compiled this report.
The Minister of State for Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries has launched Greater Ngoma Development Foundation that includes providing free seeds for growing animal feeds, which will help boost milk production in Ngoma Sub-County, Nakaseke District. This initiative is an appreciation for the foundation's significant efforts in introducing modern dairy feeding and farming methods that have propelled Ngoma Sub-County to rank second in Uganda in milk production over the past 2 years.
The Minister of State for Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Lieutenant Colonel Bright Ramrama, has launched Greater Ngoma Development Foundation that provides free seedlings for animals to boost milk production in Ngoma Sub-County, Nakaseke District.
Cooperative Union, y'obuhingi obulisa n'obulubi twaweza entandukwa ey'embibo y'ebyokulya by'ente y'emiringo eshatu teera omu ngalo ngokyamukira kutambira kibanza ki kibanza obutuuti.
The founder, Greater Ngoma Development Foundation, Professor Ahebwa Wilbur Manyisa, says he volunteered his knowledge to address socio-economic challenges affecting the community.
In the planning frameworks, I felt, given my exposure, that I can be able to mobilize leaders and see if we can do something on ground, starting with Greater Ngoma as our area of operation. So the first thing I did was to mobilize the LC3 chairmen and councillors, where we took them through the course in transformational leadership, and we got so many trainers from the Department of Agriculture, those from different departments, particularly to align our people to transformation and becoming leaders who can cause transformation.
Professor Ahebwa says changes have been realized in Greater Ngoma, including lobbying for funds from the government for Nakaseke District, distributing free seeds to farmers, constructing roads, tree planting, offering free scholarships for children, building and renovating schools, improving telecommunication, and donating medical services.
And advocacy for our area, for improved service provision, and of course we work with government and non-government organizations to make sure that we really lobby and advocate for better services as far as our area is concerned.
One of the numerous beneficiaries of the Development Foundation, Esther Beinomdsha, a youth from Nakaseke, appreciates the foundation for financing her education up to the university and helping her secure a job. Charity Nahabwe, UBC News.
The Uganda National Oil Company, UNOC, is wholly owned by the government of Uganda and was established to safeguard and promote Uganda's commercial interests in the petroleum sector. UNOC has two subsidiaries, the Uganda Refinery Holding Company, URHC, which will hold a 40% stake in the 60,000 barrel per day refinery and manage the development of Kabalega Industrial Park, and the National Pipeline Company Limited, NPC, in charge of pipelines, storage, and downstream business ventures. This subsidiary holds 15% interest in the East African Crude Oil Pipeline, ECOP. ECOP is a 1,445-kilometer long pipeline that will transport crude oil through 10 districts in Uganda to the port of Tanga in Tanzania. UNOC is also actively engaged in crude oil exploration, development, and production activities, and its participation role includes a 15% stake in the Tilenga, Nwoya, and Bulisa, and Kingfisher development projects, Chikure. UNOC also holds the exploration license for Kasuruban Block in Hoima, Bulisa, and Masindi. UNOC currently owns and manages the Ginger Storage Terminal and will build a 320 million litre capacity terminal in MPG called the Kampala Storage Terminal. At UNOC, we're harnessing the potential of Uganda's petroleum resources, forging a sustainable future and preserving the natural beauty of Uganda. UNOC, your partner in Uganda's oil and gas industry.
Amanya gange nze Namutebi Sharon nga nkolera wano wennyini Saka Kirombe oba Makindye. Empangula gye nawanguddemu ssente mbadde nga nkozesa mobile money nga nsindika school fees w'omwana ku ssomero. Okutegeera nti mpangudde nze mutima neegambye nti kambalinde bamale okujja ndyoke nzikirize nti mpangudde. Kyennyinza okubagamba nti si byabafere weewaawo abafere gye bali naye ennamba eri emu yokka era bw'eba ekukubidde omanye eyo si yabafere. Mpulira bulungi nnyo 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 era ndi musanyufu nnyo. MTN mobile money mbebaza nnyo mwebale nnyo mwebalire.
Together we're unstoppable.
Once upon a time, there lived identical twins who gave birth to beautiful princes and princesses.
Their mothers gave their babies' bodies a lot of care by applying on their skin with baby Junior jelly.
Though dried their chariots and everyone would admire their glowing skin, fun fact, baby Junior prevents diaper rash, dry and sensitive skin.
Moms all over Africa love baby Junior jelly. Baby Junior's the skin. No more worries anymore. Boo, 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 boo. Baby Junior.
Baby Junior.
Gold. We all want it. That soft yellow glow of a subdued sun in your hands. That precious polish of elegance. To hold it is one thing, but to taste it is everything else. Relish the satisfying taste of a beer, unmatched in quality, unmatched in consistency, and with 23 Global Gold Awards. A beer unmatched in gold.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight. Now, the Youth and Children Affairs Minister Balam Barugahara is currently in Norway, where he is representing Yoweri Kaguta Museveni at the Uganda Cranes European Tournament in Oslo. He has been impressed by the efforts to promote unity among Ugandans, especially those living in the diaspora. Now, during his 3-day tour of duty, Balam will launch the issuance of passports and national IDs to Ugandans living abroad. More details in the story.
I want to thank our diaspora community, our ambassador in Denmark, and the team from Brussels and Berlin with different teams who have traveled all the way to come and participate in this year's Uganda Cranes European Tournament. We are also here in Norway, Oslo today, to launch registration exercise of both national ID and passport. And we are appealing to all Ugandans to get these services. We have put a machine at our embassy in Berlin, and we have a machine at Brussels. Please walk to the embassy and get your national ID so that you can be able to invest back home. I'm using this same trip to encourage Ugandans in diaspora to identify likely investors who can invest in Uganda. We are giving tax holidays to big investors who can come and set up factories in Uganda so that we reduce on exporting our raw material. So those are the assignments the president has given me, and I will be in the Scandinavia or Nordics country for the next 3 days. Looking forward to getting positive feedback and also getting results from my visit. I want to upload all the teams from Netherlands, from Denmark, from Norway, from Germany, from even today they got a new team, Team USA. This team playing now. This is Team USA, Team Finland. I want to thank you guys for coming together and forming this tournament. And it's a tournament not based on political affiliation. It is a tournament that brings together all members of the other political groups. There is no discrimination at this tournament. So all groups are here, and I think this is what we need as a country, Uganda. We need to work together as Ugandans, and we focus on building our talents. 2, knowing each other. 3, sharing ideas on how best to work. 4, knowing what programs are available for Ugandans in the diaspora and how can you be assisted. Then 5, knowing that it is your right to have an identity card, it is your right to have a passport. So reach out to the High Commissioner or to the Ambassador, wherever you are based, so that you get these services. These services are express and everything is done on time. So kindly don't be left out. Thank you. I'm a proud Ugandan, and I encourage you, each one of you, to love your country and love your country wherever you are. Be ambassadors of your country. That is the message. Respect.
And that brings us to the end of our 8 o'clock edition of the UBC News Tonight. However, do stay tuned for 10 o'clock, where we'll have a lengthier bulletin, an hour's long. Up next is the weekly business roundup with Jerome Paul Sonko.